Hello, beautiful people. Yes, you're welcome to my channel. How are we all doing? This is your favorite special need coach, Esther Emmanuel. Today, we are going to be blowing our minds on another educational and important point and tips for every parent. But before we get into today's discussion, I'll be right back. Okay, so before we continue, there is actually something bugging my mind, right? I mean, I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know. Why haven't we subscribed? I mean, yes, why haven't you subscribed? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a few seconds. You're going to see that red button just down this video. Yes. Now click on the subscribe button. Click on it right now. Thank you so much. You just boosted my morale. Now this will give me the opportunity to do educational videos for us like this. So thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't, please subscribe right now. Okay. So, well, that's just on the light note, but I'm really serious. Please subscribe, please. Yeah. So today I just want to call the attention of parents to a very important thing for our children growing up. Last week I told you that we have a WhatsApp group courtesy of Bloomright Learning Support. And by the way, Bloomright is one of the rising learning support organization right now in Nigeria that caters for children's learning, especially those with special need. And I happen to be the coordinator. Okay. So we have a WhatsApp group of about 1,000 parents and teachers of special need, and every week we equip ourselves with training. So last week we talked about language disorder on the group. So I just want to build on that today and just focus on expressive language disorder, because I feel like it is being played down on this particular disorder. Most parents don't look into it and they feel like it's something that my child will just grow out of, but it really doesn't happen that way. So I just want to call attention to it and see how best to help our kids who have expressive language disorder. But let me explain quickly what is language disorder. Language disorder is a type of communication disorder. People who don't know about it think it has to do with speech, but no, it is trouble understanding and using spoken word, and the emphasis is on spoken word. Now, there are three types of language disorders. We have the expressive language disorder, we have the receptive language disorders, and the mixed language disorder, where we have both expressive and receptive today. So I will be dwelling on the expressive language disorder in our discussion today. So expressive language disorder makes it hard for kids to express their thoughts and ideas. Yes, they do understand when people talk to them or give instruction, or when parents talk to them, but then it's difficult, or they have trouble, expressing themselves using the appropriate language. And sometimes when they talk, it doesn't really make sense, or the words or the language they would use, in response to probably a conversation or a question, would not make sense. And this is a big deal, because a child with expressive language disorder would have trouble socializing and interacting with friends. This can really cause low self-esteem and affect the child academically and in every area. It's not a matter of intelligence, but then a child who is not, who finds it difficult to express him or herself might over time think that he or she is not intelligent. So yes, it's something that every parent should look into. Okay, at the age where children are growing, they want to explore, they want to ask questions. Is at that time they are engaging you, they're asking questions, they are telling you what they know, they are telling you what they've watched. Now imagine a child with expressive language disorder who can't, freely or have difficulty expressing, him or herself with the right language. And when the child talks, we're like, okay, what are you saying? I really don't get. Can you put your words together? Can you make a complete sentence? Can you make sense? A child that is always getting that kind of feedback will just, end up getting withdrawn, and it's really not good. So I feel every parent should take note and look at the signs in their child. Being a parent and a special needs consultant, I have also, been in that position where I had to, look into my children's expressive skills and see, is there something wrong? Is everything okay? It's just good the signs so that you can quickly intervene if there is a need to. So for growing kids that is finding it difficult, sometimes we feel like, oh, it's an age factor, or we think they will grow out of it, but it really doesn't happen that way. So it's important that we look into this disorder. People don't think it's a thing. People don't feel like, especially in the parts of the country where I am in Nigeria, we think that it's nothing. The child just doesn't like talking. It's just quiet. And then when he talks, it's just a small child now, he will grow out of it. It doesn't really happen that way. So it's important that we know what to do. Now today, let me quickly give you some strategies as parents, to help your child's expressive skills improve. The strategy that can help your child's expressive skills is what we call role playing. Role playing is a great way to build conversational skills. So act out a particular situation, or maybe your child's favorite cartoon or your child's favorite rhyme. I remember me doing something like that with my children, where I had to do no more monkeys jumping on the bed. That doctor that came and said no more, and I could see the excitement, and it's fun. That's a way of building conversation with them and making them to be more expressive with words. They are likely to have more words, more vocabulary around their interests, around things they like or they know. So if you come down to their level and do a sort of role play in that sphere, you will get them to express themselves more, build their confidence. And of course, you're also bonding in that process. So that's a great way. Another strategy is naming and labeling things. Okay. Just sometimes take a walk with your child, or maybe when you're driving in the car, ask your children to name things around. Oh, what is this? It's a story building. What is? It's a garbage truck. What is this? What is that? The more you engage them, the more they know, they learn from you. And of course, you have the opportunity to know what they know. You know what they don't know. You have the opportunity to teach them in love, and then you're building their confidence and their expressive skills in that regard. The third and the last point I'm going to be mentioning today is to check out with a speech therapist. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, yes, you are involved, with your child's expressive skills. You're helping them. Okay. But it would make more sense, and you will get more results if you also involve a speech therapist that would handle your child professionally. And then of course the efforts together makes the difference. Here's a caution warning. Some parents just feel like, oh, my child will grow out of it. After a while, as it's growing, it will get better. Sometimes it doesn't really happen that way, especially when it comes to language disorder. It's a developmental disorder, and most times it stems from childhood to adulthood. So you have to intervene early. I always say early intervention is key. So it's good you visit a speech therapist and also do your part at home. And then, of course, with that, your child will really improve in their expressive language. All right. I hope this is clear. I hope we've learned something today. Watch out for these signs. If you need to, please quickly, you can give me a call. You can send me a DM. You can, just reach out to a speech therapist to help you, with your child's expressive skills. All right. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you're subscribed. If you haven't, please still do that. We'll meet again next week with a very interesting and educational video. All right. Bye.